Hey, welcome back. Is the WNBA's biggest rivalry more than just a game? A'ja Wilson, a basketball powerhouse, is facing backlash for her controversial comments about rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, and it's creating shockwaves across the league. Is this a case of heated competition, or is there something much deeper fueling the drama? Stick around, we're breaking it all down. But before we dive in, we'd really appreciate a small favor. If you enjoy and value our content, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to us.
I've said this before, the WNBA has an A'ja Wilson problem, and I believe that. I think the fact that A'ja Wilson is the best player in the world, and the fact that she is actively trying to, ruin Caitlin Clark.
Imagine being the face of the WNBA with a collection of MVP titles, a shoe deal, and countless loyal fans. Then, a rookie comes onto the scene, and suddenly, you're on social media claiming you're underappreciated, even calling out podcasters for laughing at your logo. A'ja Wilson has carved out an exceptional career, multiple MVPs, back-to-back championships, and a reputation as one of the best in the game. Yet her recent remarks about Caitlin Clark and the reactions of Indiana Fever fans have sparked a firestorm, raising doubts about how this could shape her path moving forward.
A'ja Wilson, I'm telling you this right now, if A'ja Wilson did not say a word during the season, A'ja Wilson would be one of the most popular basketball players because she's a hell of a player.
It all began when Wilson openly commented on Clark's rising fame. She didn't sugarcoat anything, asserting that Clark's popularity was linked to her race. That's right, Wilson directly tied the attention Clark is receiving to factors beyond her skills. As if that weren't enough, Wilson also remarked that no matter what she did, she could never reach the same level of fame. These bold claims sent shockwaves through the league.
Wilson, a two-time league champion and now three-time WNBA MVP, told the Associated Press she thought Clark's race was a huge contributor to her popularity. It doesn't matter what we all do as Black women, we're still going to be swept underneath the rug. That's why it boils my blood when people say it's not about race.
Is this just heated competition, or is there a deeper motive behind Wilson's statements? Fans and media alike are speculating. While Wilson attributes Clark's attention to race, players like Nafiessa Collier and Arike Ogunbowale have been steadily growing in popularity, suggesting there's more going on here than what Wilson claims. So, why is she fixating on Clark?
Explain to me why, this season, I'm not gonna lie, from start to finish of the season, the people that grew the most in popularity were Nafiessa Collier and Arike Ogunbowale. Explain to me that. Maybe it's because they're just hoopers and people don't hate them.
Some think this could stem from unresolved frustrations, such as losing the 2023 MVP award to Breanna Stewart. The controversy didn't stop at Wilson's disappointment. Her supporters rallied online, and even WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes made waves by liking Andy Stewart tweets. The debate over the MVP decision still lingers, fueling tensions.
Almost in a Skip Bayless way. And Sheryl Swoopes, the reality of the situation is people are like, oh, she dislikes Caitlin Clark, she's turning on Caitlin Clark. I stand by the fact that I think that this is almost if someone's a threat to A'ja before A'ja Wilson got in a 2K cover.
Consider the uproar when Sabrina Ionescu landed the NBA 2000 cover. What should have been a celebration for the WNBA became another source of contention for Wilson and her supporters. Many believed Wilson deserved the spotlight instead. Then, Ionescu's signature shoe deal sparked even more backlash, with fans arguing the accolades were unfair. Every achievement for another player seems to add to the perceived slight against Wilson.
Every single award A'ja Wilson has not won, people complain about. And this Time magazine one was not even a basketball award.
Does all this drama affect how the media views Wilson? Absolutely. Take the reaction when Time magazine left Wilson out of its athlete conversation. Her fans accused the publication of ignoring her contributions. But Time's Athlete of the Year isn't just about stats. It considers broader impact, highlighting the complexities of fame.
Even if it wasn't Caitlin Clark, I think you could make an argument Caitlin Clark did not deserve to win Time Athlete of the Year. But you better believe A'ja Wilson wasn't in the top 50. She was not in the top 50 athletes of the year. I'm sorry, there's no question about that. She was not in the top 50 athletes this year. So
even during the Olympics, when Wilson's performance wasn't at its peak, debates raged on. Some suggested Stewart was the team's true MVP, igniting passionate defenses from Wilson's fanbase. Their relentless loyalty at times feels more cult-like than typical fandom, skewing discussions about her legacy.
And if bullying is allowed, if it's on behalf of AJ Wilson, like the amount of stuff, like Becky Hammond's even there, like joking about how bad Stewie is, if it's on behalf of AJ for winning MVP when they won the title. The amount of times Sabrina Ionescu got attacked by fans.
This level of influence has repercussions for the league. When one player dominates the media narrative, it can overshadow the bigger picture the WNBA is striving to create. And as Clark's success continues, Wilson's sharp responses seem to follow. The dynamic is creating waves that go beyond rivalry.
Next thing, as soon as Caitlin Clark's Nike deal gets announced, and as she's getting a signature shoe, AJ Wilson goes on Twitter and goes on an entire 4 or 5 tweet rant about how she'll never get the recognition that she deserves, and basically that Caitlin Clark is only getting this.
Take the buzz around Caitlin Clark's Nike deal a major win for women's basketball, reflecting the league's growing marketability. You'd expect widespread celebration, but instead, Wilson sparked controversy by implying that Clark's race played a role in securing the endorsement. It's surprising, given Wilson herself already has a signature shoe line. Why then, the uproar over Clark's deal?
AJ Wilson knows she has a shoe. She already knows, I've got my signature shoe coming, but I'm gonna go and enter the Victim Olympics right here and make people hate Caitlin Clark even.
The fallout was swift and divisive. While some applauded Wilson for speaking her truth, others saw her comments as undermining Clark's hard work. Sponsors like Nike, wary of controversy, reportedly canceled plans for Clark's signature line entirely, underscoring the high stakes of this drama. So, what's fueling Wilson's reactions? Is it jealousy, fear of losing her place, or something deeper? Regardless of the reason, her statements are impacting her public image.
He hasn't produced one ad or commercial featuring Clark since she turned pro, and despite a signature shoe being part of Nike's agreement with Clark, it may not be released until 2026, according to sports business reporter Ethan Strauss. He reports Nike wants to prioritize AJ Wilson, and it fears the optics of giving a rookie a signature shoe before an already established star.
From MVP snubs to endorsement battles, Wilson is keeping the conversation alive, but not always in ways that benefit her. Then there's her response to a game in Clark's hometown of Indiana. Wilson claimed she felt intimidated by the local crowd, many of whom were young girls cheering for their hero. Really? Indiana is famous for its love of basketball, not as an intimidating venue. Is this an attempt to criticize Clark's fanbase, or is Wilson genuinely feeling the pressure?
Laugh at a logo I'm a Miami Heat fan. I can laugh at the dumb Heat culture kid. You've got to be able to just laugh at bullshit. You've got to be. Because if you're not, she comes out in an interview and talks about how scared she felt playing in Indiana.
The league thrives on unity and mutual progress, but Wilson's approach is polarizing fans and media alike. While she's admired for standing her ground, some believe her tactics may harm the league's growth. One thing's for sure, this isn't the end of the story, and the next chapter is bound to be just as compelling.
And by the way, I think all this we're scared to play in Indiana was an attempt to get the All-Star game moved from Indiana, which was never going to happen. Because as soon as that conspiracy theory started coming, she shut up quick.
Wilson's skills on the court are undeniable, but the controversies off the court are sparking debates that could reshape the WNBA. Is this rivalry helping the league grow or dividing fans? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.